Hi, this is Prac with iRepairMD. Today we have a Verizon Motorola Xyboard 4G LTE. Screen's been shattered, as you can see. What we're going to do today is replace the front glass digitizer. And I'm going to go ahead and start off by taking the 6 screws. It's always good to have a little screw box here for you. See the 6 screw here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We can go ahead and start taking it out. This is the star nut. Okay. It's good to have a magnetized charge star screwdriver or penelope screwdriver. Okay, I'm on the last screw here. Okay, now that you have that, the way you separate, what you need to do is separate the shell from the actual body. So again, if you have a fingernail, go ahead and just pry it carefully. Just take it out of its snap. You can actually hear the snapping sound right here. Okay, move around. Okay, take the top half off. Alright. Be very careful when you do this. Don't take out any components. Okay, so now we got the shell out. Alright, now we have the main screws that's holding the digitizer and glass LCD to the body, and these are these penelope screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 screws you have to take out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And again, as you're doing this, you want to be really careful not to touch any of these components because the battery is still charged. Make sure the screwdriver doesn't touch any of these circuitry, because if you touch it, you might short out the board, and then you'll just have a bad device that you can't use. Be very careful. And if it doesn't come off, just if you're losing charge, use one of these magnetizer wedges here, and you can remagnetize your screw. Okay. Alright, working myself around clockwise. See, got one screw here, another screw here, and then we're done. We're ready to lift up the digitizer and glass. Alright, this is a speaker here. It has a magnet to it also. Okay, close the lid. So this is the digitizer right here, cable. Okay, so we go ahead and unpry it. Now what we have here is just a few clicks, a few locking mechanism. Just carefully with your finger or a guitar pick, just unsnap it out of the way. Okay, and being very careful. There you go. So the digitizer comes off now, and you got the clean LCD. Make sure the LCD is clean completely. You have any dust on it like I have now, you can use a can air or one of these microfiber cloth. Getting rid of all the dust. Okay, this is the new digitizer right here. Alright, and all you have to really do is just make sure the back side is really clean, and it already is clean. Let's get rid of this dust. Okay, now let's go ahead and just put this back in place. You can see face down, and now just snap it in place all around. Okay, everything is snapped in place. Go ahead and put the digitizer back onto the board, and let's test this out to make sure it works. This is the power button right over on this side. As you can see, it works. The digitizer is perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and just put the screw back in. 13 screws. Work backward. Okay. Be very careful when you put the screw back in. Do not rush this process. Sometimes you can get all the way to the end, and then that's when you break it. All right. Okay. This is a fairly easy tablet to fix. So for many of you who drop this, if you can find the front glass, you can probably do it yourself. But if you're afraid of doing it, swing by my shop. If you're in Richmond, Virginia, you can definitely have it fixed. One thing I have to say about Motorola is they really know how to organize all their components. It's refreshing to see a company that actually cares about the quality like Apple does. Alright, so we've got a few more screws left before we put the main plate back on. Okay. That snap was the locking mechanism, making sure everything is nice and locked. Got 2 more screws left. Okay, this is the final screw. Alright, now put the back on. Alright, orientation. Alright, when you put it back on, you make sure, see this thing is the charger and the charging port and the HDMI port needs to be in first. Tuck it in, like so, and then slowly snap it all around. Okay, make sure everything is level, like that. Okay, now what we do is put the last 6 screw back on here. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, this screw sometimes is a little off. You just gotta work it through. Okay, 3 more. Okay, and now let's test it out. Okay, there we go. This is a customer's, he password protected, so won't be able to check out the remaining one. Another reminder is when you're fixing this for somebody else, make sure you ask for the password. But as you can tell, this is 100% working. All you have to do is just clean all this up, and you got a brand new Motorola Xyboard. This is Practical iRepairMD. Happy fixing.